Hello. So it's been a little over 11 months since I've had this store, this physical store, and it's been about 13 months of me having an LLC named MKE Outdoor Indoor Exchange. My 1 month anniversary, or 1 year anniversary, I'm gonna do August 1st. I'll keep you guys in the story, you know, like all the stuff before y'all knew about me. The very few, I guess, that were buying clothing from me on the corner. Yes, I started this company by selling clothing on the street corner. What street corner? Right up the street on Kinnickinnick and Trowbridge. You might have seen me at Anodyne outside hustling on the corner, selling clothes. And that's how I started this business. And then I was doing yard sales. I did 2 yard sales right near that corner. And when I seen people hitting their brakes and doing a U-turn in the street, hanging out the window like a nasty construction worker, dogging my gear, that's when I knew. That's when I knew y'all needed this and I wanted to bring it to you. And I am so proud of this community for how they've supported me, and I think I hit the nail on the head. We don't have a lot of competition here in town. We have Yellowwood Gear Shop, which is so nice. Pretty much the polar opposite of what I do. They do everything up here, and I do everything below it. So I like to tell people, you know, sell your gear here, go shop at Yellowwood. Now that's synergy. That's synergy you're not going to get amongst all the shops. And that's why this circular economy thing that I'm doing here, where I'm renting tents, and that way you don't got to own a tent, and you get to pay $28 to have a tent for the weekend, whatever, $6 a day after that. And we are not consuming. How's that for environmentalism? We're not consuming 100,000 tents a year when we have models where we can rent tents and use a lot less in life by renting. So here's to the new rental program, and here's to Wisconsin's first gear exchange. So it's been 11 months. It's been hard. I am so tired. I don't know if you guys know, but I am a cancer survivor, and that's why I'm real skinny all the time. So that was the fuel for this career change. I was an infrared thermographer, a consultant for TÜV Americas, aka Global Risk Consultants was my career path right before this, and I've been doing that stuff since long before I worked with that company. I have been a level 2 certified infrared thermographer for 8 years now. Level 1 ultrasound technician, which is not the type of ultrasound you would expect. I use ultrasonic detection, where I detect it's the emittance, not emit ultrasound. So I'd use that on transformers and power stations and stuff like that, substations, whatever. So my background is sustainability. My background is building sciences. And the way I look at things is embodied energy. How much embodied energy did it take to get it here today? So, example. What's the embodied energy on this helmet? It took plastic, it took a polystyrene, it took a nylon, it took another type of plastic, HDP. You know, there's a lot of trash and chemicals and pollutants. Just this beautiful little thing that protects my daughter's head. And so it's important to me, you know, I'm going to back up because this isn't the best example. I want to reuse this. I want to resell this necessarily. unless it was in just like great condition, and I won't resell the kids ones. So, pair of jeans. Let's talk about a pair of jeans. A pair of jeans, according to the Eastern European numbers, have an embodied energy, or one of the stats of the embodied energy is the water consumption. So the water consumption on an average pair of jeans during this manufacturing process can be 600 to 2,500 or so, but usually 600 to 1,200 gallons of water. That's without bedazzling and so on, right? You know, extras, silver lining, which is a real thing, Lululemon, and more. I get it, antimicrobial. Anyway, the pants have an offset, from what I've read, of approximately 600 to 1,200 gallons of water as well, because you're not using a new pair of pants, you're not consuming a new pair of pants with your new threads, and so ideally you're offsetting at least 600 gallons of water. And we all know what a 55-gallon drum looks like, right? About this big. 600 divided by equals huge. It's a huge drum of water. So like, that's just one of the things. We're not talking about the kilowatts of energy or the joules of energy. We're not talking about the pollution that happens through the dyes and the processes of making nylon and HDP and PVC, polyvinyl chlorides. All these things are in our clothes, and you know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, cotton kills." Cotton kills because of the sheer volume that's produced. It actually has a very low embodied energy. So ideally, cotton's not too bad, but it's what we use the most, and that's why it has such sheer horrible numbers. But the embodied energy on your microplastic solution or your vegan jacket is substantial. Please, if you have a disagreement with me, show me some numbers. Substantial. So, that little tiny conversation about jeans and cotton and 600-gallon offsets, 1,200-gallon offsets, like that is a nice thing to know when you're shopping with us at the store, that we are continuously selling jeans every single day. 4, 5, 10 pair. Do the math on that. Imagine what that body of water looks like after a year. I'm not here saving the world. I can tell you a million reasons why I'm not. But I'm telling you what I am doing. That is a solution. Okay? So you can come and want to tear me down and say, hey, that Gerber knife you're selling has lead and vinyl on it as well. It's new inside of a plastic wrapper. And I'll say, I know. Can't find used knives anywhere. I'd rather you buy a knife from me than you buy it from someone else. Gerber's an Oregon company. Had decent roots to start. And we can go from there. I can tango. I love having the full conversation. And that's why I do what I do. This is not just a gear store. This is a recyclery. This is a product recyclery. And the amount of stuff that we're recycling, things with embodied energy that are made out of steel, which is the highest embodied energy generally in my store, like axes and car hitches and roof racks. If you want to go buy a $600 roof rack, please do it. But if you want to buy a $400 used one with a scratch on it, we got that. We got a $100 one. We got a $60 one. The goal is to make this whole thing accessible. And I really want to share my message, no matter how distraught it may be. I didn't write anything down before I started this. I don't have time for that stuff right now. I'm running a business. I got a 1-year anniversary coming up, and I'm so excited and proud, but I'm so tired and scared to throw a party because I'm so tired. So, I don't know. I just wanted to maybe like share a little insight for what's happened over the last year. What the hell are we about? You know, like it's just me and my wife and my daughter that are running this business, and AKA. I have a lot of support from my wife, and I'm running this game. It's been a trip, you know. I'm used to the Amazon thing, you know. It's also the thing I'm trying to break is like, Well, I'll tell you what. I see someone coming in with a bunch of gear. We're gonna cut this one off. I'll talk to you soon.